All right, welcome back. Got a patrol story, a little gross. You might want to have your kids out of the room, okay? It's weird to have a gross story in patrol, but, well, I've had a few. Real Cop Stories, videos.com. A lot of my stories, a lot of gross ones, a lot of adult content, so look those up. They're pretty good. Okay, this is another example of a little thing becoming a big thing, and then after that, even bigger, okay? Hope I can keep this condensed a little bit. Okay, so we're on routine patrol. We're in a residential area. We see it's a black area. We see a car come out down the street, weaving. I look at it, whoa, I thought it was going to hit us. Convertible. Goes the girl driving, lady driving. She goes by, oh, there's a deuce. Light her up. Wouldn't stop at first, finally get around the corner, get her out. She's hammered. But she's not drunk. She's on PCP. And the reason why I know that is because PCP has a chemical-like odor. It's all you can describe it as. Like you went in chemistry, it has a strong odor, chemical odor. And she had a cigarette that was dipped in they get a black Sherm cigarettes, and they put one dip in the liquid, about this deep in the liquid, and that's usually $25, okay? Who's ever selling them. And then they keep that cigarette, they put it up, they light it, take one puff and put it out. And one puff gets them high. It's a horse tranquilizer, what PCP is. And so for that $25, they probably get like 4 or 5 hits. Not bad, huh, for a $25 investment. So we found that on the console, right? So we're talking to her and she's out of her mind. So we call for a special guy to give her the test, because we can give her the alcohol stuff, but you need a specialist to do this. So while we're waiting for that, and I'd been on the job a while now, I'd written several search warrants when I worked Vice years before. And where'd you get this? Oh, up there, up the street. What house was it? Oh, it's up there. You can see the house. It's got a van in front. Yeah, interesting. Okay, and I bought it from a guy in there. What does it look like? So I'm writing this stuff down, right? Yeah, blah blah. Okay, fine. I said, oh, we're going to go buy the house. You point the house out. So once the specialist got there, and he gave us his form, we're going to take her to jail. Car was just parked there. So we made a U-turn, went back. Just a routine car, black and white, nighttime. We go by the house. She goes, that's the house right there. So I see the van in front. I see a bunch of guys in the porch. They look at us, but they're not really worried about a black and white. They're worried about narcs. Okay, we're not narcs. So I write the address down and go by. So I go back and we arrest her. No, nothing better about that. So I go to my lieutenant, very progressive lieutenant, really good guy. And I said, this is what I got, blah, 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 blah. He goes, I said, what do you want to do? I said, well, I want to write a search warrant. He goes, write it. I have the mid-watch in there, serve it for you. I got, 14 guys working 6 to 2 in the morning. The night you want that warrant served, we'll use those guys and I'll go with you and we'll just go raid the place. Oh, excellent. Okay. So the next day I come in early and I spend most of the day typing the warrant. I'm pretty good at this. At that time I got pretty good at it. I was 2-finger typing. I got this warrant going. So a couple days go by. I go to the judge, get it signed, ready to go. So like Friday night, we're going to do it. So we stage nearby. Lieutenant's running the raid. I'm there as the investigating officer and with my partner, who's a rookie out of the academy, but he's pretty smart guy. He's almost ready to be a regular officer. So we raid the place. Okay, we had a plan set up, come down the street, and it's unusual for us because we're not narcs. We're uniformed officers. Usually narcotic officers do this, but they didn't know anything about the address. I told them I already had a warrant. Do they want to help? They said, no, go ahead. They're too busy. Okay, fine. So we had about 4 or 5 guys run down the driveway to the back. The rest of us hit the front door. The door was already open anyway. As soon as the people in front, a couple of them saw us coming, it was all black people. They saw us coming. They just kind of backed away a little bit. Of course, we're all pulling up and jumping out. They didn't think we were coming after them. They run into the house. Well, the door's open. We're all running in there. Okay, so you get like 4 or 5 proned out in the living room. A couple guys run out the back door. They get taken down. Everybody's high. Okay, on PCP. Taken down. I'm the senior guy there with senior uniform, not the sergeant. There's a couple sergeants there with lieutenant. So they're kind of walking around. So we go all the way through the house. How we do. We start at the front and then start detaining people. Get to the back bedroom. And this is why this is a lewd disclaimer on this one. The door was not closed, but it was not locked, but closed. I kicked the door in with my gun out. And here's 2 twin beds. And there's two in each bed having sex. Okay. Black guys. And they're having sex with a local large college cheerleaders who are also high on PCP. And that was something to see, because not the fact that they're white, not the fact that they're black, but that the fact that how did these people get together? These are all gang members too. I like to add that. This is a gang house. So these are gang members. And I know they were, I almost said to school, I know they're cheerleaders because there's their outfits on the floor. Okay? And they're naked, they're having sex. I mean, it looks like a porn movie, for crying out loud. And everybody's high, and they got cigarettes in their hand, because they're smoking the sherms as they're getting laid. So obviously, the ladies wanted to get high, and didn't have any money, so they're getting giving free cigarettes so the guys can have sex with them. That was weird. And they were beautiful ladies. I mean, come on. I mean, they're beautiful. So, we're in there and they're all screaming, and they're not that high, but they're high enough to know we're there. And of course, the guys are all high. And, hey, get out, put some clothes on, and then you have to watch all of them, because the guys, especially, because they could have guns in there, reach down under the bed or something. So we watched them, and I had a couple of young uniform guys. They go, we'll take care of the cheerleaders. Yeah, I'll bet you. They were obviously, their bodies were, I'm not trying to BS here, their bodies were 10. They were beautiful. I mean, they really were pretty. But their beautiness faded because they're PCP heads. They're like meth heads. Their beauty was gone because they're just down to low-level dopers. I'm not saying low-level because they're with blacks. I'm talking about they're dope. It doesn't matter who they're with. It's the fact that they're using narcotics here, getting high. That's what, oh man, I just don't want to be around them. What else do they have? What kind of diseases from the PCP and all this stuff? So anyway, so they're all handcuffed, and then we go to the kitchen. We found a paint can about that much with PCP in it. Okay, it was one of those square, like what do you call it? Mineral spirits cans you buy, varnish or cleaner, whatever you call it. About this much on the bottom. Okay, PCP. So we capped that. So we called the scientific investigation was called out. They came out and took that can, and we bought a bunch of cigarettes. We called more uniforms. So we booked the two guys around the house. They were the guys in bed with the cheer. We booked them for dealing, and then everybody else just booked for being under the influence, including the cheerleaders, and cleaned the house out pretty much. Everybody went. I mean, it must have had maybe not that many considering the house, maybe 15, 16. Everybody was arrested. Closed the house down, and we're on our way. Okay, and the narco guy showed up. Finally, one guy showed up, maybe because he had nothing better to do, and he's like, "Whoa, what's the matter?" I said, "Oh, that can right there, that's worth about $400,000 or $500,000." I go, "What?" He goes, "Check this out." He goes, "This is where I heard about this." He goes, "One dip, $25. Two dip, $25. He goes, "Really?" He goes, "Yeah. You must have probably, I don't know, 10,000 dips before you run out of liquid at $25 a pop." I go, "You're kidding me." He goes, "No, that's how they do it. That's how I knew how to tell you." Whoa, that's amazing. He goes, "Yeah, it's a good pop, man. Outstanding." Well, thank you. So, okay, fine. So he got the information, and we went back, and everybody was arrested, and we did our thing, and clean. Okay? Now, it's a little thing, stopping the DUI, to a big thing. Here comes a bigger thing. Okay? I'd been there like 2 months, and I was assigned a supervisor to supervise me. He was an ex-motor officer, not a patrol officer, patrol sergeant. So I come to work a few days later, a couple days later, he came to work. I was already at work. "I want to see you." Okay. He wasn't a very friendly guy either. And I had been handpicked by the captains to be in my position where I was at. Okay. So, not that I'm being pompous, but that's just the way it turned out. Takes me outside. He goes, "Oh my God, what does he want?" He goes, "What's this crap about you doing a search warrant?" And so I explained to him what I explained to you, all the things we did. He goes, "Doesn't mean anything. You don't work narcotics, you work patrol." I said, "You go out there and handle those radio calls. You don't do something like that. That's ridiculous. I don't want to hear you doing anything like that again." I went, "Okay." He's my supervisor. Okay. And I'm thinking, you're yelling at me for cleaning out a gang house, arresting 16 people, getting $400,000 worth of PCP, and I'm getting my ass chewed. Huh, that's interesting. I wonder what they do to a guy that doesn't write any tickets all month. They shoot him? What the? Okay, fine. So I was a little upset. So I go back inside. So that's evening watch. It's like 4:30. So the captains come out of the office around 6. So I'm doing something. And one of the guys, the head captain, there's two captains, the main one and the secondary. The main one sees me. Goes, "Hey, how's it going?" He goes, "How's it going?" And I went, remember, now he picked me 2 months earlier. Hand-picked from 30 guys to come here. He goes, "What?" And I go, and I thought, "Uh-oh, I think I just zipped my fly." Ugh. I said, "Oh well, now you got to pull that belt tighter." I said, "You got a minute?" He goes, "I got a lot of minutes." So we went outside. I told him what happened. And now he goes, "What?" I go, "I understand I'm not supposed to be doing that. But sometimes something comes along, and should I ignore it?" I said, "No. In fact, your lieutenant was writing you a commendation for it. And we got a call from narcotics. They're writing you a commendation for it." "Oh, that's interesting, sir." I said, "I'm getting 2 commendations, and I get my ass chewed." "Huh, interesting." He goes, "Oh, that's very interesting." He goes, "It ain't going to happen again." He goes, "Don't worry about it." Okay, what does that mean? "You're going to get another sergeant. That it's over." Okay. So I walked away, and next day I come to work, and first of all, that other sergeant wouldn't even talk to me the next day because apparently he got his butt chewed. okay? And then a new one walks up to me, another supervisor, really nice guy. Oh my gosh. And he takes me off to the side. He says, I heard about this. He says, I got your commendation for you. They read the commendation roll call. And a couple days later, I wrote a commendation from narcotics. And he was all, because now I'm his subordinate now. And it's a reflection on him that I'm, And he goes, I go, man, I understand. He goes, no, we all have our roles to play, but him chewing you out was not right. I said, the cap told me. I said, well, I appreciate that. He goes, no, this is great. That's great. How many times does patrol do that? I'm already bragging about you, and I've been your supervisor for an hour and a half. I go, he was a really nice guy. And he was a really nice Jewish sergeant. I just say Jewish because they're kind of like Mexicans. They're very emotional. A lot of blood runs through them, and they're very, that's why I like that. I like that. He was really just like me. He was really, really good guy. Really good guy. And he helped me later on a parade we did. But it was just a good caper. But I felt good about that. And and then of course from now on, that other guy supervisor won't even look at me. Okay, probably because I dined him off. Well, I didn't dine you off. He asked me what was going on. I told him I'm getting my butt chewed. I'm getting an accommodation. How's that work? I mean, your job's work. I thought we're in your job site. Why you get chewed one end, the other hand they pat you on the back, want to give you a bonus. What? I got conflicting terms here. What? Anyway, so interesting. But remember, a small thing, a big thing, and then get your butt chewed. Weird. But it was a good caper. I enjoyed it. I had a good time, and my rookie partner learned about it. He eventually went to narcotics, and so I taught somebody something. Feel good about that. Anyway, so hope you enjoyed that story. A little long. Sorry about that. See you next time. Bye-bye.